And oh, I don't have my internet on. Look at that. Boom. Newbie mistake. All right. Popping in here with the hashtag L. Bunny Viper, New Local Austin, Patty Petite Tanks, Lurking Kid, Ricky D, DD Spindin, Wizzle, Peplin Creek, Brian, what's going on? Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics, Brennan, how's it going? No cat tonight, but we'll get it done, hopefully. Nothing happened within the week, anything with the fish? Actually, yeah, something did happen. I gotta set up a couple more tanks because the Black Angels that I got last week or the week before decided to spawn. So, gotta get them into their own tank and let them do their thing instead of harassing all the other fish. Because now they got a bunch of babies. But let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Paul McCarty, Carthy, how's it going? Scuba Steve, hello. But how is everyone doing tonight? Freaky Fish Lady, PNW Aqua, Ryan, what's going on? Let the madness commence. What up, Kenny? That's a nice looking shirt. Yeah, the What the Fish shirt, first edition. Well, it's the only edition that's out right now, but cool ass shirt. If you haven't got one, go get one. Again, like a shitty YouTuber, I don't have the link. But I'm sure one of my mods will have the link to Steven's shirt. Patrick Hardy, what's going on? Hmm. What the fuck shirt? What the F? WTF? What the fish? Yep. Did a whole bunch of water changes today and trimmed plants, stuff like that. Really wasn't prepared today. Not prepared at all. But we'll read the chat, see what's going on. Thank you, Bunny Viper, for posting the link. You got the What the Fish tank. It's very comfy. Yeah, they're good shirts. The only thing is that it's kind of starting to fade out a little bit. I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Got other shirts that do just fine. Fishy Mon, I see you. Griffin Fish Room. You know what would be a great idea? Since I don't have anything prepared today, no idea at all. I'm over here just off the cuff, press the live button because I just got done doing water changes like 30 minutes ago. Let's drop the link. Did it work? Hopefully. If anyone wants to come up, really have no idea what I'm going to do tonight. Probably won't be on that long, but yeah. While I was doing water changes on the puffer tank Amazon puffers. Man, those guys have gotten pretty funny because now the puffers like to go up and nibble at my hand. And it doesn't draw blood or anything, but it don't feel good, that's for sure. It kind of hurts. Great, Broderick. HCB Chemistry, what's up? Oh, in the back, Kenny E. What's up,
What up,
man?
Lee?
Not a whole lot. Just chilling tonight, hanging out.
I'll come right back.
Yeah, I've got to set up another 55, which I was gonna have it already set up, but I had it in my garage for quite a while, and the silicones are no good on it. So I gotta scrape it all out and do all that tomorrow, and let it cure, and then I can bring it down, start filling it with water. It's gonna be bare bottom for a little bit because I don't have money for substrate for 55. But maybe while I'm at Home Depot, because I gotta pick up a couple more tubes of silicone, I will get a couple more bags of all-purpose sand. Caged Aquatics, Keith, what's going on? I've been nervous with mine for the same reason. Yeah, this little planting tank is doing good. There's a bit of an algae bloom and a bit of melt going on with a lot of the plants. So I think I am going to put CO2 on it. Didn't want to, but yeah, I got that Neo CO2 and I got a refill for it. So I just gotta do that tonight. There he is, Kenny E.
What's up, brother? Figure I'd come up. I know how it is trying to stream on your own. It sucks.
Yeah, it is. Got no cat with me tonight.
Where's Miss Cat?
Oh, she's probably laying down.
Nice.
Stephen P, nice shirt. Deacons. Thank you.
I got a Pleco one now.
Well, where'd you get that?
Danny got it for me. I
That's
don't know
sick
where
as
she got it. Don't know where she got it, man.
that is cool.
Well,
Got a question.
I don't think I could stream from this back room. Am I coming across sketch?
No, you're coming across good.
Okay. Gets a little sketchy back in this back room. So
Is that the new one?
yeah.
Oh, now I got scared. Now it is getting a little bit sketchy.
Room now.
You're back.
Yeah, it's because I moved the phone. We're good now?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, this back part, I got to get one more amplifier. I got to get one more amplifier back here. So that way I've got throughout the whole house good. So
Cool.
So what are you and Kat been up to today?
I've just been doing water changes. Kat's been doing other chores around the house. You know, it's my day off. She got accepted for her job.
Also, both of you gonna be working the same job now?
Yeah, but
Nice.
she's gonna be doing a different part. Inventory gatekeeping is what she's doing.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's your shoulder doing?
yeah. I've got a little movement, and as long as I don't lift it up, I'm good. If I start lifting it up, then I've got issues. Oh man, what did she do with my? Where is my chair, man? Oh, she did not. I'll have to make do with something else then, I guess. We'll just stick it on the Garami tank. There we go. Yeah. This room usually is pretty good. Let's see.
Only Oscars and a better named Oscar. What's going on? Brooklyn Bell.
Patrick Carney says, "Stay strong, Ian, because you have a gift."
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you were talking about those festivums and how they were being dicks.
Oh, they're rotten, dude. They're horrible.
They're ornery, man.
There's not. I keep some pretty aggressive stick. I guess it was unexpected because I'd always heard that they weren't that way. A lot of people keep them with Angel and Discus, but the one I got was just Mr. Heckle. He just was ornery from the get-go.
You got from the same batch that I got, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those are F1s from Wilds.
I can tell you, they're jerks.
They're jerks. I think those domesticated ones are probably the ones that are more available. Because the ones that we have are a different species.
They're not. I think they're cool. I mean, they're cool looking fish, but I just don't trust them at this point.
I've got mine in with some Severum and Tiger Bar.
Once mine gets bigger, the one I have left, I'll probably end up throwing it in with the Oscars and all that crew in there. That's where I'm thinking he's going to end up. Right now, he's in a grow-out tank with Turkana Jewel.
Yeah. They're supposed to get like 6 inches.
Oh, man, I tell you, it's been a long weekend.
Yeah, I'm just getting my weekend started. Got Sundays and Mondays.
Oh, nice. Well, right now I'm 7 days a week, so I'm getting kind of bored with it, though. I need to get back to work.
Yeah. I know what that's like. I wasn't working for like 2 months. I was just bored.
Yeah, you get bored quick. Now, things that make you scratch your head. Like, how did this Hawaiian blue Moscow end up with my lineage? Where did he come from? They've never been in this fish room whatsoever. Now we have one in the tank. Danny must have transferred some. Yeah, I got to get him out of there. I don't need him crossbreeding with my. If he hasn't already. Oh, man.
With Limia?
I don't think they can. They can't mix with those, can they?
No. Different genus. Yeah.
Good.
But if they were in a different guppy tank, then, yeah. Maybe he was a fry and got in.
I'm thinking he came in and she put some plants in here. I bet you he was in those plants.
Yep. I've done it before. I've had mystery guppies pop up randomly.
I will put him where he belongs. Although I might just have to put him in a mutt So I'm not quite sure if that's what he is or if he's something else. Because he's more black than blue. So maybe that's not one.
Mississippi hippie.
Man, I gotta open this window, dude. It is hot in this fish room down here. Man.
Ryan says to blame Bentley.
He says what?
Blame Bentley.
Yeah, blame Bentley. Speaking of which, Mr. Ryan, we got to get Mr. Stevens airfare done. I apologize. I shoot twice now. I've told him I'd call him and we'll get it done, and we haven't gotten it done. We're going to get that done before tickets get out of sight crazy pricing.
Yeah. Yeah, they've just gone up. Sucks won't be able to make it to the Triple Crown, but next time.
I'm looking forward to that. I've already got my tickets. Everything's paid for that already, other than the fish. That'll probably be the most expensive part. I think Danny plans to go crazy this year. I told her we're not bidding on nothing until Sunday. Because I don't want
to
be...
have to send you with some cash so you can bring me back some stuff. Like
shoot, dude, I bet you our bags will be full just for stuff for us.
Yeah,
you don't want it to do. There's going to be a ton of fish there, dude. But Roland's going, Kim's going. I'm sure we'll get something figured out for you.
I just want like shirts and merch and stuff like that. I'm pretty set on the fish for now. Need to actually sell some fish. Liquid Zoo Matt, M&C Aquatics.
He thinks Danny's in charge. Ha! You can ask Ian about that one.
I don't know. Sometimes Danny can.
It depends on what we're talking about. Some things I allow, and other things she allows. So I guess it goes both ways. None of us ever say no to the other. That's the problem.
Yep. Y'all haven't checked out her mystery snail guide. That was really good. I got to see that this morning. Yeah, we got a bunch of CPDs from Roxanne and Brian.
Oh, nice.
Got to finish this tank next to me. It looks crystal clear, but there's 4 ppm of ammonia in there. Still cycling.
Yeah, we've got one upstairs like that right now. That one we just set up, and we haven't even seeded it yet. We're waiting.
Yeah,
I
put in like 5 pieces of old lava rock from another tank into the filter. But the rest of it's all brand new media, brand new substrate.
What we usually do to give them, if you're going to put fish in it right away, is just take an old dirty sponge and squeeze it through the whole tank. She'll be ready for fish. We're not doing that with this tank. Well, you do the aqua soils too, so you have to wait too. You have to wait for that initial ammonia pulse. That's why I don't like messing with that stuff. Give me my stand, let me seed it. Goodbye. It's time to move on.
Yep. This one, I put in a different base layer that I haven't used before, and it's leaching a ton of ammonia and nitrates.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to have happen. We'll be patient. That way we know the fish will be good to go.
T-Bones fishes, what's going on?
Man, I'll tell you what, these Exodons are fired up tonight. You can tell they're ready to eat. Looking at me like, yes. Stick your finger in here. We haven't bred those yet. No, they're definitely a breeding size. I wouldn't. The only thing is, I mean, I imagine it's really a pain with them if they were to breed because they're such ferocious. I mean, if they see blood in the water, whatever, I mean, they're on it. The only thing I got to figure out though that I don't know if they're nipping at each other too much or what. They're starting to get sores on their lips, and I don't know if they're locking up when I'm not watching. Yeah, this tank's always busy, dude. That one right there. These guys are always tripping.
Oh yeah, those are some serious fish. But I don't think many people really want to dedicate a whole tank to them.
Oh, you have to. You could put bottom feed. You could put bottom feeders in as long as you put them in before them. Anything you put in after them, they consider prey. I tried to put a second pleco in, and I had to remove them immediately. They started just attacking them. Luckily, only a little bit of his fin got chewed. Other than that, he lives to tell the tale. But the same type of pleco right now, sitting under a rock in there. He was there since day one before they came. They don't mess with him ever. He's like part of the tank.
Yeah, because he was in there before they put it in. They don't see him.
It's just weird how fish hierarchy works, man.
Yeah, it's the same way in saltwater too. From my research, there's certain fish you don't want to put in too soon. But Brooklyn Bell, this is the stuff that I put in. It's backwards, but it's 80A power sand. Oh, it's upside down. Basic S, and it's like a nutrient fertilizer, bacteria substrate. It's not the advanced. It's missing a couple things, but the same basic thing. And a lot of other people have said that it leaches ammonia, and I was expecting it to leach ammonia. But the rest of the substrate that's capping it is the Brightwell Rio Oscuro. I like that stuff.
Yeah, Danny did the that Ultim Angel tank with some stratum in it, and then this rainbow tank we just set up. She has other ones with that. I just can't remember which ones have stratum in the bottom of them. I know she has a few of them around.
And Teflon Creek has a question. Have you ever seen longfin gold white clouds?
Yes,
Not
they're
even
gorgeous.
I haven't even seen a photo. I've seen golds, but never longfins. But
They're out there. Who did I know that was breeding?
meteor minnows.
Oh, I'm losing audio, I think, with you, Ian. I can't hear you here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. MNC has longfin golds. Cool.
I'll head upstairs because I think maybe my Wi-Fi down here is sketching. This room's right below the router. Where is my man? She's gonna have to buy me a new chair. She's gonna have to buy me a chair.
Or something, because I'm using a freaking garden white plastic chair.
There we go. Now we should be good. I'm right below the router.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. M&C says he's got the long fins. I must have missed a question from somebody. Yes, those come from, I think Bentley got his from the guy that Jesse from HC Aqua got his from. And Bentley's just kept the line alive here in the stateside. Patrick.
Those blue Moscows.
Yeah. Now Brian's all geeked out because M&C actually has the longfin golden mud minnows.
He's like, we will have to talk. And I pulled out.
So what all did you and Cat end up with this last time from the auction?
Those double black finned angels, the double ventral finned angels that were supposed to be culls. They're now breeding. And black marble swordtails and a couple plants.
Nice.
But now since they're breeding, they're being dicks to the loaches and the other fish. So I gotta get them another tank. I got a 10-gallon, which is not the best, but it'll be fine for now.
They got her first shipment in, dude. She's all stoked.
Holy shit. Well, I know where I can go rob.
No, she's got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, dude, she's excited.
Does she have any CO2 running in there?
Spot. I'm gonna put some fish in there actually. Once we're getting air and stuff, that's it. That's actually a closet. We've turned now we're closet growing plants. She's funny, man. She utilizes every ounce of space she.
Yeah. Well, you've seen my closet. It's a full walk-in closet, and there's tanks on all 3 sides of the wall.
Oh yeah.
And Ryan's asking, how's that Blixa doing? It's doing good, actually. So far with no CO2, it's sending out new leaves. Doing a lot better than the tissue culture Cypress Hellfry that I got. That stuff's melting. Like it's
man, that mudskipper tank is hot. I can actually feel heat kicking off it, dude.
What kind of light do you have on there?
That's just a regular. Can you even see it right?
LED?
No, dude, that's old school, man.
Oh, those T5s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're producing.
And that's the other problem I've had. I've already made it. These things have grown to the top again, so I don't know where I'm going to go from here, bro.
Trim them. Cut them down.
I hate to do that, though, man.
They'll be fine. They'll grow right back. It'll promote new growth.
They're growing so pretty.
When you trim it, below the node below will start to grow new shoots. Just as long as you leave some leaves on there, it'll do fine. It's a hardy plant. I've seen people totally bonsai them.
Really?
So that's the trick with them. You gotta trim them every year.
Yeah, that bad boy right there, he's got to be 3 feet tall now.
Yeah.
I was going to want to experiment, but I don't think I can. If I could get it to where they were fresh water, I might be able to get away with it. But maybe get a couple of lizards or something that can live in the forage up in here. But I'm really afraid these mud skippers will sneak up and kill something quick, dude. Once they get
Oh,
their
yeah.
little fangs in them, they're done. And they're aggressive. I mean, aggressive. Yeah, I had a death about, it's been about a month now. And it looked like that's what happened. The other ones kind of like ganged up on him and just beat the tar out of him. Then we're actually eating on him. So I thought, man, you guys are vicious.
Yeah, that's
Ryan, trim.
yeah, trim it up, man. Plants love to be trimmed.
Yeah, I suppose I should. I'll have Danny do it for me.
Yep.
Oh, but
I'll
man,
send
dude,
you.
I got that one to 3 feet though, dude. I almost hate to cut it down. But the problem
Imagine.
is,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, I almost tempted to take the top off, but the last time I did it, they all shrunk back down because they didn't have the humidity.
Yeah.
They got it. This plant's got to have humidity,
Yep. It loves humidity.
and it filters the Jesus out of the water that the
Hmm.
fish are in. I mean, the water is always crystal clear. Now, if I could get the mud skippers to quit throwing stuff everywhere,
I think that's how they breed. They dig holes in the mud and stuff and build little
well, you
burrows.
have to have a simulated tide to get them to breed.
Yeah.
They have to have waves to breed. And I don't think we're really all that interested in breeding these anyway. I mean, I couldn't imagine a couple hundred of those things running around because they will predate on each other and they will over territory kill one another. You got to be. Right now, I'm down to 4 of them, and I think that's probably going to be about the right amount for what this size tank is.
Yeah, and they're big.
They even,
too.
yeah, and they even killed one of my night gobies. Munched him
wow.
all up. Those things are fast that they caught them. So, like I said, they're worth having, but there's a lot that goes with them. They're not a fish that you just throw in a tank and think it's going to be okay. It's not the way it works with these guys.
I remember when you first got those things. They were like this
Oh
big.
yeah, they were. They're probably the biggest one in there's got to be closing in at 7, 8, 9 inches.
Yeah.
And they look like little, what was the fat dude on Star Wars? They all remind me of him, Jabba the Hutt or whatever.
Yeah, they're cool fish. I would like to get those Indian mud skippers, the ones that stay a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like
think
to
the
try
Zen
those.
Ginger, I'm trying to remember which one she has. But I know she has a smaller version. Oh man, I tell you, that still haven't been sleeping too good because I can't get comfortable at night trying to sleep still. Be
Yeah.
glad after Tuesday I'll know how much damage and get this thing fixed once and for all. I'm gonna try to like minute they tell me it needs surgery, I'm like, okay, good. Can we do it tomorrow? I'm gonna be like on them. So they realize how important it is that it gets done immediately.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be going to the AC all jacked up. So are
Unless
you going to do
still
a table this year for Fishtoberfest?
Yeah, I didn't realize how big of a price difference it was going to be this year, but I was expecting it. So I think I'm going to try and go halves with someone.
I haven't heard from is Tyler. I bet you get a hold of Bates and Genetics. I bet you him and Emily would do that.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him. Because I don't have a whole lot, but I'll have some stuff. Make a little bit of money.
We sold everything we took last year. I think we were sold out by 2 o'clock. So we plan to be a little bit more about it this year. But I had so much first year. I mean, it wasn't my concentration. This year, I'll have Danny just solely. Now that she's not doing BAP or anything, she can mess with that, and I'll cover for her if she wants to go see a speaker or whatnot. But I'm actually considering like doing the tables where they get a shutdown period, where if they want to see a speaker or not, make it optional anyway. Where if they need to leave, keep somebody from the club in there to keep an eye on things and. So that way the people that are, the vendors get a chance to see speakers as well.
And plus, it's going to be spread out through 2 days, which I think is going to be the best.
Oh, yeah. Probably do 3 speakers on Saturday, 1 speaker on Sunday, and then Sunday at 1 p.m. we'll start the auction. We're going to have a huge auction. And I think that's where people will have some fun, get some killer fish. I'm sure there'll be lots of cool things up for grabs like always. Just our club stuff is amazing. Imagine other clubs getting on board and bringing their stuff. That's going to be a cool deal.
Yeah. Is the Willamette Society going to be?
I don't know how. There'll be people from there up here. Like 2 of our sponsors are from the Willamette Valley. So far, we've got Shrimp Envy is sponsored for us, and Pisces Aquaria, which is an awesome store. And then the World of Wet Pets came on board. So
cool.
We get a few more sponsors, and we'll get the Fishtoberfest brochures and stuff up and operational, and get those out being dispersed. And then as we get closer, I would like to get a vendor list and what you could expect is going to be on each of their tables. So people that are considering coming have a rough idea what they're going to be coming to see. The auction will be next to impossible. I don't see us being able to upload everything that's going to be at the auction before the event. So it'll be hard enough getting all the vendor stuff and all that up.
And I do
maybe next. What's that?
I want to see saltwater stuff eventually.
Down the road, I'm sure it could happen.
Because I know it's mainly freshwater, but there is a pretty large saltwater base here. But there's not a whole lot of events for saltwater in Oregon. None that I know.
Well, nationwide, there's not a lot either, is there?
Well, there are saltwater clubs, but there's no events. So.
Well, Aquashella is a combo event. It does both fresh and salt.
But that's all on the East Coast, though. There's nothing in Oregon.
Rumor has it they're considering coming to Vegas.
That'd be a little closer, but not quite on the West Coast.
Yeah, but that's within driving distance. You can hit Vegas if you haul Bud in about 12 hours.
Yeah, it's dark.
I hadn't even checked. Does anybody know where George is at? I wonder if we're getting him closer to that 1K.
Last time I saw, I think he was at 930, so he's getting close.
Yeah, last night he was at like 939, I think it was. He was like real close, 60, within 60. It'd be nice to see him get there. You've got to be. What are you at now?
I think 530. Something.
So you're halfway there already.
Yeah. I'm just glad I got the community tab. That's kind of all I wanted. They got rid of the 1,000 subscriber being able to stream from your phone. I can stream from my phone anytime I want, straight to YouTube now. They got rid of that. So there's like
really
no reason for me to try to hit 1,000 anymore.
That was the main perk of me hitting it, was so I could live stream from my phone. Yeah, when I did it, you had to have 1,000 for that. There was no 500 community tab. You got basically all of that when you hit 1,000.
Yeah. Not even trying to go for monetization. YouTube takes too much, so I'll just make nothing, take nothing. I like it that way. But I want to set up another freaking saltwater tank, but I'm looking at
Yeah,
my, and it's not looking like it's gonna fit.
uh-oh. That's what everybody tells me, Paul, that it's quite the lengthy repair process. I'm torn because, I mean, right now it hurts bad, and I'd rather be on the mend, even if I have to be careful at these two events, than to wait until it's over and then start. Because I got to try to get back to the workforce too. I mean, obviously, Danny, I will say though, guys, is doing I mean, she is not playing. She wants to get me to where I'm doing fish stuff full time. She's like, maybe it's time to do another fish fam tour. I mean, she's all of a sudden flipped. I mean, now she wants me to start doing, like I used to be on the fish tube all the time. And I told her, we'll see.
Yeah, another
I mean,
remote, awesome. I love that.
we will see.
Like being able to see Cody's son and Brian, and all
There's
the other
so many
people.
more now, though, dude. I mean, I almost think that there's no way I can hit everybody, no possible way, but I
Maybe
definitely will hit. I
maybe
would
there's a
definitely
game
make
where
a
they can,
what?
like, if there's people in a certain area, where they can meet up, and then you can meet up with a few people and have like a beer or
Yeah,
something.
well, I like that. I want to shoot. I really get off on shooting them fish rooms, man. I love being in the fish room, geeking out on somebody else's, because everybody, I don't care whose fish room you go, they're going to have something really cool that you've either 1A, never seen, or 2B, it's on your bucket list. You're going to just
Yep.
geek out for an hour. Like when I was in Lucas's, literally, I was with him a day and a half before I could actually start shooting. I did a live stream with him and a couple things, but actual shooting video, I was so geeked out. It took me like a full day and a half where I could, even with a gimbal, keep my hand steady enough where I wasn't shaking. Same thing with Dan's fish. It took me a while to settle down there.
Dude,
And then
that was
father fish,
the dance
yeah.
fish.
I mean, you will absolutely geek out when you. And I'm going to do it at the ACA too. Roland's and good friends with Rusty, so I'm trying to get it cleared before I get there to be allowed to shoot his fish room while I'm there, which will be amazing.
Lefty made it in. Vibes. Only Oscars. Only Oscars bought some Starry Nights. Now that's
Nice.
now that the Fellinis or the Paralombos.
Well, they could be the Paladai or they could be the Miralambos. There's other species out there too. So, but most of the ones you're going to find in a hobby are going to be Paladai or Miralambo, or they'll be sold as Bleaker Eye, which we all know how that went. The person that told me mine's Miralambo, I feel pretty confident he knows what he's talking about.
God, I'm blanking on his name, but I would trust him.
Cummins, yeah, the guy knows his stuff. There's one
Especially
other guy that's a little more than him even, but Mr. Cummins has done his research on Madagascar and cichlids.
well, he's actually gone out there and collected them.
I mean, they're another gender of fish that I guarantee you that a bunch of them are going to end up on the care species list soon. So, to include the Miralambo and the Palanai, I think it's going to happen down the road here quick.
Yeah, I think all the Madagascar cichlids are on the CARES list.
Yeah, it's very, very bad situation. Yeah, we went to the Willamette Valley last weekend. That was fun. One of these times, you and Kat will have to go down there with us.
Yeah, I just never know when they happen.
Always the Sunday after ours.
Okay, now I
It's
know.
always the third week. And then I guess Salem's is going to be opening up again soon too, so there will be a Salem one too. Only problem is, man, it's tough. I mean, you gotta
Yeah, that's like a
like
2 hour.
yeah, but I'm saying it's tough. Like back to back, you. I don't care what you go to, you're gonna buy something. You can't help yourself. So
Yep, it's tough.
yeah, that little eel I bought unfortunately didn't make it. He
What?
got yeah, he I put him in the wrong tank. He got the crap beat out of him. By the time I noticed what was going on, it was too late. Tried
Damn.
to put him in a hospital tank. He just didn't do well. So I feel bad about that. I don't like it when I feel like I made the mistake, but he should have been able to hang in there okay. I mean, I don't know what happened. He was, other than he was small, but I put him in with Fry, you know. Well, I guess they're
What?
bigger Fry now, but I put him with my Star Sapphires.
Yeah, I did. I wouldn't think that'd be a problem.
Mhm.
Maybe it
But
was
those,
those dirty convicts that are in there.
no, the convicts were really messing with him. It was definitely the Star Sapphires that were doing it. They were being the aggressors, which they can be little jerks. Those guys. That's why most people keep them. Like Peplin, it breeds them. He has a colony. He doesn't have any other species in there with him. Same thing with he's got the most amazing colony of Borlei. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. I told him he's gonna have to send me a bunch of those too. I would love to have a tank full of Borlei, and those Star Sapphires would be amazing. But I do
I,
down the road want to get a Predator hop tank going again. I want to get some Malawi trout, Malawi hawk.
yeah, when I was first found you, you were really big into the African cichlids. You're
I
from
just got
Canada.
I got kind of burnt out because I had hundreds and hundreds of babies, and
Yeah.
that was right when COVID started up. So everybody started. So I got stuck, and next thing you know, my babies are making babies. Then my babies are crossbreeding babies. I'm like, oh, what a mess. So I end up having to basically dump them all at a pet store for practically nothing just to get them gone. But I'd rather that than them continue to crossbreed and all the things they were doing. So that kind of took my steam out because African cichlids, if you got the water conditions perfect, they're going to breed a lot. You know, I mean, I can go from 0 to 200 babies in a matter of days. I mean, that's how fast they can get things going. So once the mouth brooders get going, I should say, if you have a proper colony, one male, one subdomi male, all the rest females. I mean, it's never ending. So
Yeah, I haven't tried the Lake Malawi cichlids because my tap water is just really soft. I tested it today before I did water changes, and out the tap, 11 TDS.
oof,
So
wow.
all my South American cichlids are loving life right
That sounds like you could almost do Cardenias then too, huh?
now.
Yeah,
I
you'll
just
like
don't.
Shrimp Envy.
I
We're
don't
gonna
like.
have Shrimp Envy speak for our club here. I think they're gonna speak for us in June. So you'll be able to meet Rob and Ray, the amazing people. And I also plan to have them on my channel here soon. So where the YouTube world can meet them as well. They are too good of shrimp breeders and too cool of people not for the world to know who they are. So
Yeah, my panda cories are breeding. I have a little fry that popped out
were
in the
those
column.
those weren't the longfin ones, were they?
No, those never made
You,
it.
really?
Yeah, the longfin
Are-
ones that I got, they never made it.
Have you got any
But
breeding out of the ones from Jason yet?
nope, they're not breeding yet. But they're
Oh, I
getting.
hope you get those breeding. Those are so cool.
But the cichlids that are in there, the Enigmatochromis, the West African cichlid, I think they're eating up any eggs or fry before I can even notice it.
What do you have in there? The splendens or the other kind? Nanochromis splendens or the transvias or whatever?
They're Enigmatochromis leucanusi. They're the only
Oh, that's
member
that
of
rare. Yeah, those are those super rare ones.
the super rare one.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're at breeding size, but those were a fish I've been working with for like 2 years now.
And I know where he lives. I'm gonna come jack him.
Those are my babies, man. Ryan Mackey, he's got a pair in babies. I'm waiting for him to breed them so I can get some different genetics, cross them with mine.
I did pick up Danny eight of the. I sold a bunch of my Turkana. I got her 8 of those little red cherry tetras.
Ooh.
She already has 3, so we'll have a breeding group of 11. They're going to end up in the right now. Oh, I forgot that too. And I got the rosy barbs that bred again. I got to get them out of here before they eat all the eggs. But that same little goofy tank we did these tetras in, we've got the pH just perfect. But look, I hope they have a school of those, dude.
Yeah.
Long fin, super red. Look at that bad boy. I could flip it around and show you the right way, but I'm being lazy tonight. I'll flip it around.
I am neglecting chat tonight. Forgive me, chat.
Oh, they're probably like, oh, Kenny's on this, screwing this chat up now. Let's see, where did he go? There he is.
Looks like they're keeping each other. Ah, Bunny Viper needs 33 more subscribers to hit 200.
Oh, you guys should be able to get her there. No problem, no problem at all.
Drop her link, get her in there, watch her videos, because they actually are really just simple, love, peaceful, awesome.
There we go. Oh, it always sucks when I have my glasses on trying to look at that phone. Yeah, I've got to get these killifish out of this other tank of mine. Now that I got that male, I want to get these guys breeding too. Those Exodota, Diotras, however the heck I'm butchering it. It's those real rare Mexican goody heads that are on the CARES list.
Xenotoca dodorii.
That's the one. Yep.
Those are a cool live bearer.
Yeah, Lisa Cree gave me a male at the last meeting, so she knew I was needing a male, so she gave me a male, and I got 4 or 5 females in there. But I've got those wild caught Keelys in here with them too, so I got to get them out, put them in another tank again. I was thinking of putting them in with the Geophagus, but those things all of a sudden, I got a good video of them the other day. They've gotten monstrous. I don't think that would be a good idea now.
They have a weird hump on them.
Oh, that front of their face? Yeah, that is. Really cool. I honestly, because of the feeding and stuff, I mean, very rarely do I get when I'm down here, sit for a moment and stare into that tank. And last night, Danny was feeding, so it allowed me to go around and be a geek, you know. So I noticed them out. I'm like, ooh, I went real slow out of here, all the way upstairs, got my phone, creeped back down. As soon as they saw me, they scattered again. So then I sat there and waited, and they came back out, and that's when I was able to shoot them. Super, super skittish fish. But those are the Gymnogeophagus.
Yeah, and you've had those a couple years now too.
Those, yeah, you're probably about right. It's probably been about 2 years. I got those from Guppus. Like I said, you never know what's going to go through with Guppus. And now we got 2 or 3 more additional breeders that are phenomenal. Yep. Listen to Bunny Viper. Hit that like button.
Smash it. Make sure you subscribe. She posted her link in there. Thank you, Money, for doing that.
What's that?
That was her link so people can go make sure everyone subscribed. 'Cause I think she's the only mod that I have in here. I don't have many mods. But I got
Yeah,
my
Paul's talking some more surgery blues. Oh man. I'm sorry, Ian. What were you saying?
my shell dwellers are breeding and the fry are getting pretty big.
Which ones do you have?
The multi fasciatus.
Oh, nice. I like the Maltese. We've got the Similis, then we've also got the Catapatonthus, Catapatatus,
The cattle punks.
the little punks. I got one line from Shanna and another line from Ryan, and I got them both in separate tags, but I think we're going to put all of them in a 55 low boy.
Oh, I
We're going to buy another one. Problem is, if you go low boy, it's just that species. You can't really start putting the Sittos above them and stuff if there's not enough room. So it's either 100% the Shelleys or you need to be, buy a normal tank for them where there's room for the other ones to be above. There's no room in a frag tank.
You could grow the heck out of some plants in there, though.
Oh yeah, she does too, and algae.
Yeah, it's hard to grow plants with shell dwellers. I've seen that. But I got
So
a
how late do you usually go?
a little bit after 8.
I was just wondering. Let's see here. Jennifer Weaver's in the house. What's up, Jennifer? Patrick Hardy. Our boy Ryan. Yeah, this lower fish room, man, it's starting to get muggy. Just a little bit raise in temperature changes everything, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting another dehumidifier for down here.
We've got 4 of them running down here, and it's still muggy. So I might have to I might get 2 more for this. I've got 1 in here, maybe 1 more in here, and then 1 out in the other fish room that I'm building.
Did you get your power thing situated out?
Ryan hasn't come out, but we do know what we're going to do. The game plan is to get rid of those because I don't want to use it anyway. You turn this electric coil heat on, I mean, your electric bill, you can almost see the meter spinning. So we're going to decommission that and use the plugins for that and build off of that. We can take the 220, split it into 2 110 circuits.
Okay.
So we'll have 3 or 4 different plugins for that. So I can reroute it each fish room to plug in some of the stuff in those and then the rest into the other. And I finally will have fish room that don't knock circuits every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But we've already, like the rainbow tank we just put upstairs. I had an extension cord coming from it. Now, because we've reduced so many of the tanks upstairs, now it's running smooth where I don't have the extension cord everywhere. But we do have to run them down here. I mean, you've been here. You see how many cords are going everywhere.
Yeah. And I bet once you guys get like one of those big linear air piston pumps, because I think you need one for the amount of tanks you have. Once you get like an air system, that'll clear up so many hang on the back filters and probably not canister filters because those are on tanks with thicker fish. But
yeah, I think on the I will most likely keep canisters on the cichlid tanks because there's no plants helping. Anything that doesn't have plants will probably always have either a canister or HOB.
Yep. This one I'm barely getting away with plants. I just threw in some cornwood in there today, but I've got a bunch of water lettuce, and it's huge. It's like big. But I've got a
Yeah,
several.
Danny went through and got rid of all that in ours. I was pretty mad when I was at work one day. She said, I'm just tired of looking at it. It's dirty. I just don't want it in my tank no more.
I did want to show at least one thing tonight. I did lose my gold gourami that I've had for like 3 years. Don't know what really happened, but he was getting pretty old.
Yeah, what is a gourami's lifespan? 3 to 4 years, maybe 5.
Yeah, and he was already full grown when I got him, and the guy said he was already a couple years old.
Yeah, so that's unfortunately they just don't last as long as we do. Unless you got a common pleco, like they'll outlive you, but so which tank are we looking at here? We got some tiger barbs.
This is a 55.
Oh, and there's that nasty little cichlid like mine.
Oh yeah, these are the
Causing
pink
me
ball.
migraine. Those things are gnarly.
They're beautiful. I love
They
them.
are good looking fish, but did you get that one from Chris?
The Sebrum? No,
Yeah.
this one I got from A to Z. I think it's just a regular green Sebrum. No red coming in behind its eye or anything. I've had this guy probably a year and a half.
That's probably what Ian has in his tank, Bunny Viper. It's probably the water lettuce has the long, long roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the water
Well,
lettuce. And if you're keeping guppy fry or anything like that, that stuff's amazing for that because the guppy fry will get it way up in there and the parents can't get to them.
and
But
it'll
the
grow.
problem with the stuff is it will clog the whole top of your surface in a matter of weeks if you got
Oh
it
yeah.
going good.
And it likes to shed its leaves sometimes.
The
And
leaves
it'll
and the roots.
Yeah.
But it is cool for fry, I think. Yeah, I don't have a single piece of that in this house now.
Well, maybe I can give you some because I throw it away every week.
Yeah, Danny, she's tripped out. I don't remember something happened. She blamed that plant for something, and I don't recall what it was.
Hmm.
She's not a fan.
Yeah,
You got a
these
nice
are.
little school of tiger barbs going.
Yeah, those are the wild caught ones that Dan had. They're really nice. Stripes look really nice on them. They're at breeding size. The males spar with each other all the time. They just need a tank by themselves.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trying to see if this is one of my goodies. It looks like a guppy. Just found a little freeze-dried critter on the ground.
I love finding some surprises like that.
That's
Not
either a
really.
guppy.
What is it?
I don't know what it is. Don't look like a guppy, does it?
No. Looks like something that may have been in there. Where'd you find it?
Dead on the ground right here.
Yeah. Is this one of those
Yep.
good days?
I'm seeing all 4 of the females in the male, so I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, all 4 of my females are in there. One which is very pregnant.
Bunny
Well,
is
Ian,
asking.
it
Oh
looks like
yeah, go
we
ahead.
are. Looks like we're getting ready to start feeding, so I suppose I should get off of here.
All right, Kenny. You have a good night. Feed those mud
Every
skippers a little extra for me.
Yes, I will. Well, thanks for having me up, and we'll catch you all soon.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, bud.
Did a big change. Pulled out the whole carpet of dwarf sage out of here. So it's a little messy. But there's Buck. Fat and sassy as usual. But yeah, I thought the dwarf sage was just taking over a lot of the other plants and choking them out, like the Ranunculus innuendatus. Used to have a whole lot of that. Now I'm like down to 3 or 4 pieces, and is choking out the hydrocotyle and my Juncus repens. So pulled it out, and I noticed that my crypts are starting to spread, so that's good. And my Aponogeton has a baby, and it's starting to put up another one. Propagated that one, put it over here. Gonna let it grow for a bit, and then I'll hap it. I gotta figure out what species it is first. Thank you, Brookley. Buck is a little dickhead, but he is awesome. Best $1 fish I've ever bought. Yes, I kept that one there because that Ranunculus innuendatus was definitely a new name that I needed to get ingrained. So I'll put the, if there's a label, I'll stick it on the tank for a while till I get it ingrained. Without the carpet, yeah, I love this substrate. This is that $8 20-pound bag of all-purpose sand that you get from Home Depot, and you can see this stuff under it is regular Carib Sea sand and some Eco Complete mixed in there, and below that is more aqua soil. So it's just like a 4-inch cap of mainly sand. But the cryptocorin, this one, Nurii Rose and Maiden, it's got sprouts coming off of it, propagating it. That's Cryptoleafii. Uh, Crypt that's a little baby coming off of it. Excited about that. I'll be able to hap that one probably in a couple months. It's still pretty small. I'll let it grow in. I'm also going to do the same with the Nurii Rose and Maiden. I'm going to let them keep growing. But next month, I'm definitely going to have this plant because that's just a really cool plant, and I don't have it on my list. Slow and steady, you know. Eventually, I'll get that master horticulturalist. Whatever, it's just a title, right? And then the newscape. Really love the layout that I did on here. And when I did a water change, I made a bit of a mess, and I popped up some of the dwarf hairgrass. This Brightwell is really light. I will say that. And I think Bex was also saying that in the chat before. It is a really light substrate. So if you do want to cap it. But I'm rolling with no cap, seeing how it goes. And I just got one little patch of sand. Yep. I've got crushed Oko stone, and to give it some like variation and texture. And you can see there's a little bit of aqua soil mixing in there. It happens, you know. And yeah, it is annoyingly floofy sometimes. Maybe I'll cap it, but I like that it's not capped. I might have to do a black sand because I don't want the whole thing to be white. But eventually, this thing should be a full carpet of dwarf hairgrass and Holanthium tenuum. So this is going to be like a little valley of just grass going through here, and then the what's that one? Oh my god, it's at the tip of my tongue. Wow. Blixa japonica. There we go. Blixa in the back. That should get all really kind of long, and it gets more of a bronze color and higher light. So that's going to be good. And there's Cyperus helferi in the back, and that should actually get really tall and loop over. And moss, flame moss, and Taiwan moss, which I think is just Java moss. I don't know. Maybe some moss experts will tell me I'm wrong. Brennan, are you starting up your stream soon? 15 minutes? Oh, okay. 8:30. Gotta make sure I don't go over. Terrible at that. If I do go over a little bit, Brennan, I'm sorry. I will try not to forget. And the AR, the Ultranthera Mini, that plant's taking a big melt. Over here, it's kind of doing a little bit better. But the AR and the Cypress helferi, we go over here. Yeah, it's taking a big melt. But yeah, it is a deep substrate. I like them thick. But I realized I did something wrong with the carpet. I did it completely backwards. I should have done the Holanthium tenuum in the front and then do the hairgrass in the back, because it'll give a sense of depth. Having the hairgrass in the front and the broadleaf in the back doesn't, yeah. Because the bigger stuff in the front will look like it's closer, and the Holanthium or the hairgrass in the back would look like it's like farther away. So that's one thing I got backwards. I should have bought 2 cups of hairgrass, maybe 3, because this is 1 cup and it's looking a little sparse. Might go get another cup. And my boost. I put a couple pieces of boost in here, and it's kind of right under the light. So I might take that out of here and put it back in the tank till the plants start looping over and creating a little bit more shade. Then I'll put the boost back, or just not have boost in there. I got the Anubias down right here. It's doing fine, no algae on it. But you can see the boost has got a little algae on it. And you know what I love to say? This boost I propagated from my tanks, which I love. I don't remember what this one's called. This one is Ketagang, but I think this one's like Red Peacock. Ah, there is one more than one type of hairgrass. Yeah, these ones were tissue culture Areocallis parvula. I think that's the one that gets taller. I don't know. I think the Areocallis, I think it starts with an A, gets a little bit shorter. Maybe it's backwards. And got Ludwigia super red. Gotta have a little bit of red in there. Just a little bit. But I've got a ton of boosts. That's the one thing I love. I got them from Boost Plant like well over a year ago now. And I've been propagating them. Haven't trimmed them except once to put some in that tank. But I mean, I've got some pretty big little chunks in there. That's more Ketagang. That one behind it is Green Godzilla. This one's Mini Coin. That one in the back. Hardly see it. Bucephalandra Catherine. There's more of that big round leaf one. More Ketagang in the back. A big old clump of Anubias nana petite in there too. You'll be pulling out cuttings for other tanks. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I try to reuse my plants as much as I can. I don't like throwing away plants or anything. Sometimes I'll give them to people or sell them at the club. But I've never sold my boost. I won't do it. I won't part with it. I think that's something like, I don't know. Been growing them for so long. I just want to keep propagating them. We'll go through the other tanks. So over here is where I'm going to put the 55, right next to the 20-gallon CO2. It's a bit in the way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it off this thing that's, yeah. I'm going to put it on its own stand over here. And CO2 will just be behind that. And in here is the other kind of fish room. We got the Amazon puffers down there. We got the zebra acara, the tequila goodyids, and mystery snails. Empty 10-gallon dry tank, and another little tank. I got my rice fish in there. Yeah, my white rice fish, Medakas. 5 minutes. Thank you for the reminder, Bunny Viper. Tough to part with Boost, Crips, or Anubias. Yeah, I've sold some Anubias and some Crips, but Boost, that's like, I don't know. That's really tough to part with. Zebra Akara are doing good. They got a nice big water change today. These guys got a nice big water change. I got a whole bunch of hornwort in here. And mystery snails. And mystery snails are all doing good. Roxanne, Brian, I hope you're watching. You see them. We're loving them. I'm not sure if this was an old one that we had, but this one did not make it. There's nothing in the shell, so I believe it's just an old one that we had in the tank. I don't think we got any gold ones. But there's one of the jades. There's one of the purples. There's a magenta. There's a blue in the back. There's one of them other magentas or chestnut. Another purple mystery snail. The next dwarf cichlid is going to be Zebra Akaras. Yeah. Misfit, I was going to ask if you'd part with any. Yeah, not in my boots. Oh, I should give them an update on the little CPDs. They're also doing good. It's kind of tough to see them because they are pretty small. And the tank is a little cloudy. But the CPDs are doing great. Can't wait to get them into their own tank so I can just colony breed them. I don't know if I can colony breed them, but I'm going to try to colony breed them. Oh, CPDs are cool little fish. Got a ridiculous case of the munchies. Oh, yeah. But that's going to be it. Let me flip the camera, sit back down, and I will close the show. Sorry, I have been a little bit slower on uploading actual videos. I have got content to make. I've just been lazy, to be honest. I don't know. So I'll try to put out some more videos here and there. Probably not going to be very long or very edited videos. So hope you guys are okay with that. Just kind of doing my thing with my new work schedule and trying to catch up with all of the other videos that you guys make and spending time with my girlfriend and doing what I can. So Misfit is going now. Go the hell over there. Okay? Go away. Fuck off. Love you guys. And I'll see you next week. Peace.